beautiful people. If you look at the screen, you know what is coming up. I am going to show you how I prepare my Saturday evening chicken foot soup. It's going to be so tasty, so rich, so flavorful. If you want to see how I prepare this chicken foot soup, Jamaican style, stay tuned. Okay guys, so here is my bowl with some chicken foot, and they are nicely cut. All the nails have been removed and it is nicely cleaned up. There's nothing under the feet. So I am going to be, I think I have one nail escaped here. I'm going to remove this one, but for the rest of them they are pretty much cleaned up. And I'm going to be using this chicken foot to make some popular Jamaican style chicken foot soup. But before I go ahead and do anything else, I'm adding some vinegar to the water here, and then I am also going to be adding some salt, and this is just going to help to remove all the impurities from the chicken foot. Give it a good wash. I just kind of washed it under the pipe already, but I am just adding this to the chicken foot now to show you how I go ahead and remove all the impurities. Okay, so the chicken foot is nice and clean now. And I have my pressure cooker here with some water that I will be using to pressure the chicken foot, because they do take a little time to cook. I could just boil them on the stove regularly, but I want to save time, so I'm just gonna pressure cook them for maybe 15 minutes, because I don't want to totally cook them. I just want to cook them just about halfway before I continue with preparing the soup. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt for flavoring. Normally I would add a few pegs of garlic, but I don't have any at this time, so I'm just going to use what I have. And now I'm just going to go ahead and seal the pressure cooker, get it ready for the fire. So here guys, the stove is on maximum. I've turned it to the highest, and I'm gonna let this pressure cooker stay here and heat up and pressure this chicken foot for about 15 minutes. So the next thing, one thing when you're cooking some real Jamaican chicken foot soup, that cannot go without some cornmeal dumplings. So I have my bowl here. I'm adding, let me see, I think I'll add maybe just 2 cups of flour, or let's say, let's do 3 cups of flour. 3 cups of flour. And then to jazz it up, I am adding some cornmeal. Right, yeah, and then I am also adding a little bit of salt, not too much. Then I'm going to mix this together to combine the cornmeal with the flour, and then I'm going to go ahead and mix this with some water. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my time and mix the dough. almost there, guys. Dip my hand in some water and make sure I clean this up. It's coming together nicely. There it is. So if you're kneading the flour and it gets a little bit too soft, then all you need to do is just sprinkle a little bit more flour on it, and then everything will fall back into place. So this is the dumpling. This is the dough that I'm gonna use to make the dumpling for the soup, and it is cornmeal dumpling. So I'm just gonna let it rest. Let me leave it like that and let it rest until I'm ready for it. So guys, I have this squash that I'm gonna be boiling separately, and then I'm gonna be blending it, and this is what I'm gonna use to give the soup a very nice, rich, pretty, almost yellow flavor. And I'll show you how I do that coming up. So guys, I just had to show you how pretty this squash is. Look at that. Very, very pretty, very beautiful. This is gonna give the soup a very, very pretty flavor and color. Well, not flavor, a very beautiful color, and it's gonna give it a nice flavor. I'm just removing the seeds. So right now I'm using about a half of the squash. And that's good enough. So how I'm doing it, once I wash these off and boil them, I'm not going to be removing the skin before I boil them. Okay? I'm going to be boiling them with the skin on, and then once I'm done, I'll just remove the inner core and blend that only, because if I blend it with the skin, then it's going to come out green. But I just want this beautiful inner core, and that's what I'm going to be blending. So guys, I'm just showing you the remaining items that I'll be using to prepare this soup. I know the pressure cooker is going, so it's a little bit noisy in the background. But here is the dough that I needed to make the dumpling. And I have 2 packs of chicken noodle soup mix. I have a piece of butter. I have some scallion with some fresh thyme. And I have 1 scotch bonnet pepper here. I usually store my scotch bonnet pepper in the freezer, and then when I'm ready I just go and pull one out. And I have here some all-purpose seasoning, some black pepper, some garlic plus all, and I have a little bit of ginger in here to give it a nice light refreshing flavor. And in here I have some allspice, which I pounded up, same thing as the pimento seed. And I have 3 Irish potato, which I'll be dicing, 1 chocho that I'll be dicing as well, 1 carrot, and I have a half of a piece of yam here that I think it's a piece of yam that I bought. It comes from Africa. It is a white yam, but I don't know the exact name for it. I don't remember. So these are all the remaining ingredients that I'll be putting in the soup once it is once the chicken foot is ready, and once the pumpkin is ready and I've blended everything up, then I'll be combining all these ingredients to complete my chicken foot soup, cooked Jamaican style. Okay guys, so now I have boiled the pumpkin. I peeled off the skin and just boiled the yellow part of the pumpkin, and I have also blended it now, and this is the consistency. It is very thick, and this is what I am going to be pouring into the pot. But you don't have to do what I did. You know, some people just let the pumpkin boil, like cut it up small, let it boil for a while until it dissolves. But I just found it easier to just boil it and blend it, and I have poured the pumpkin liquid now into this pot with the broth from the boiling of the chicken feet. So I removed the chicken feet after I pressure cooked it. Remove the chicken feet, set it aside because I want it to remain firm, and I have changed the pot, put it in this very shallow pot so you can see what's going on. So I just put the pressure cooker aside and put it in this pot, and now it is boiling. So I have all my ground provisions, my carrot, my Irish chocho, yam. You can use any type of yam, and of course I have, did I say carrot? Yeah. So when I'm boiling soup, I just don't want a lot of food in this soup. I would prefer a lot more of the liquid than having too much food. So you know, this is just my preference. And now I am going to be making the dough into dumplings, and of course you cannot have chicken foot soup without some cornmeal dumpling. So this is what I'm doing right now. And you know, you can put so many other stuff in your soup, any kind of ground provision. You could put some dasheen if you have that, some breadfruit, some sweet potatoes, like so many other ground provision you could put here. And if you're not living, you know, in the Caribbean where you can pick it freshly from the tree, you can get it at most West Indian stores or that kind of thing. So yeah, this is what I have to put in my soup now. So I'm just using what I have, but it's gonna be great nonetheless. Guys, if it's the first time on this channel, join the team and subscribe to this channel. We have lots of goodies, food and traveling lifestyle over here. Be a part of the team and subscribe for free. Also comment in the comment section. Okay, so now that I've finished putting in the dumplings, I am adding a pack of chicken noodle soup. This is really gonna enrich the flavors, and I'm also gonna be adding my fresh seasoning, some scallion, some fresh thyme, and that's gonna really turn up the flavors. And look how beautiful this looks already. I'm adding 1 scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm just gonna put it in just as it is. I don't want to cut it, I just want the flavor from it because I don't want the soup to be so hot. Okay, now I'm adding some pimento seeds, or what we call allspice. So I just crush them a bit to really maximize the flavors. And now I have like my all-purpose seasoning here. I have a little black pepper, a little garlic plus all, and this is just adding some extra flavors. You know, I like it, you know, when this soup is so flavorful, and this is gonna do just that. Okay guys, so another thing is gonna turn up the flavor is that butter which I've added. I always say butter makes it better, and everything is coming together nicely. So I have added all the seasoning that I want to, the fresh seasoning as well, and I've added some powder season as you have seen. And I've added my ground provisions, my dumpling, and I'm just gonna let this boil and come together nicely. And of course I have my chicken foot. Remember, this is chicken foot soup. I have the chicken feet which have been cooked and set aside so that they can, you know, remain firm. So guys, here it is. I added back the chicken feet. They're looking nice and firm, and everything is coming together nicely. You can use any type of ground provision, any type of yam. And as long as you have your spinach dumpling in there, you're good to go. Chicken foot soup sort out, ready. Right there, so Saturday evening chicken foot soup, Jamaican style. Yeah man, look how beautiful this is, look how pretty. So delicious. Yes, this is how it is done, Jamaican style chicken foot soup on a Saturday. So pot the bubble man. Look how rich and thick this is, not too thick, just a nice rich consistency and a pretty yellow flavor coming from the squash. So chicken foot soup will look also chicken foot soup for taste. Yeah, man. Okay guys, look at this close up. This is basically ready to be served. And guys, as I said before, if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button for free, and also hit the notification bell so that you can be one of the first to be notified when we drop these videos. We cook a lot of Jamaican style cooking here, you know, coming from somebody who was born and grown in the Caribbean, born and grown in Jamaica, so you're getting the real authentic Jamaican style cooking. And of course we're very creative over here, so we cook different dishes. You'll see me cooking some other Caribbean dishes. You'll see me cooking African, Chinese. You know, I have some beautiful big recipes on here. It's never a dull moment here. We cook as a family, we travel as a family, giving you different ideas, different parts of the world that we travel to. You know, it's just fun, all fun, no toxicity over here. It's just food, fun, and family. So guys, just like the video, and let me know in the comment section if this is how your chicken foot soup look when you cook it on a Saturday. You know, mainly in the Caribbean, we cook our soup any day, but Saturday you definitely, if you check 90% of the homes, they're gonna be having some chicken foot soup, some beef soup, some type of soup. Guys, please go ahead and comment in the comment section if this is how you prepare your chicken foot soup. And now it's my favorite time. It's time to eat. Guys, I thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking the video and also subscribing to the channel, and see you next time.